Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And now on first down after converting with the run.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Looking to throw, it's McCord. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The back goes in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Coming out aggressively. Makes the grab down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made after the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's McCord. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's not afraid to go deep. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown Tide! What a catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. Using his legs, it's Allen. Smashes through. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit, and they know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Makes one man miss. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this...
Running toward the tape. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Syracuse right back at it. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Cut. Griffin. Longer.
Back to pass. It's McCord. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's McCord. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense set on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Scanning the field, it's McCord. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Complete downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He leaves it with his back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Back to pass, it's McCord. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct, don't.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense